Skinny gamer who lives like a slob learns he's unhealthy, rushes to hospital. This is Asmongold. This is what a stream room looks like, y'all. This shit is nasty. I don't know if y'all can see it properly, but that shit is messy as Dr. Pepper on the ground, bunch of open Chipotle bowls and cans everywhere. You got some stains on the floor, bro. Like, this dude is just nasty. But this is Abu and Preach on the situation.
Today's video comes from a good friend of the show, Asmongold. All right, our favorite Negromancer, our favorite soda drinking, room smelly,
no shower taking,
booty cheeks reviewing, World of Warcraft player.
I guess I can probably just like say, I kind of don't want to hide it a whole lot. Is like, so I've been having problems. Like, I remember the day that I ended my stream early. So I went to the emergency room that day, and because I felt like uncomfortable, like a discomfort in my chest. And so they did an EKG on me, and like they did all this stuff, and they said that I was okay, but my blood pressure was very high
because of all the salt in that beef jerky.
What did he eat? He was eating beef jerky and soda. That was his diet. And what did you say?
Yo, it's fucking first must be ranked, man.
Oh my god.
Just straight.
I don't care how old I get. For some reason, I feel like I'm gonna be an old geezer, and fart noise is gonna make me laugh. All right,
those juicy ones.
All right, let's
those juicy beef jerky and Monster. Yo, that shit is dank, man.
Chat, I've never had an energy drink, man. I'm gonna be honest, man. Never had an energy drink. Monster, Red Bull. I don't even know what it tastes like. Like, when I ask people what does that shit taste like, they can never describe it for real. They like, is it just soda, chat? Is it just soda? Like, between soda and juice, is it like, what does it even taste like? I don't know. I've heard way too many things about energy drinks, like actually making your heart palpitate and all this shit. It's not soda. Agent put me on a Coke Energy, so good. Like a medicine, kind of. What the fuck? Soda with some battery acid, like Mountain Dew and Sprite put together.
Gee.
Yeah. But wait, are you trying to say he's unhealthy? You're trying to say he's unhealthy?
Yeah.
but he's skinny.
It doesn't matter.
Really?
Yeah. Doesn't matter. I've seen some skinny people. Crackheads.
Thanks, man.
You say he a crackhead?
Oh yeah, he's a game crackhead, but still a crackhead.
Got you.
He has the diet of one.
Y'all think Asmongold does crack, chat?
Try salad?
No.
What the fuck? He is doing too much for a fucking salad, bro. He spit it out?
You fucking toddler. You animal chicken nugget eater.
Not too much. Not too much.
I don't know what that even means.
Like kids, they have chicken nuggets in the shape of animals sometimes. But
not too much. Not too much. Did I have some today? Maybe. But not too much, bro.
He has a diet of a toddler. I want mac and cheese.
Bro, I swear to God, it tastes better with the dino shape. On God, bro. On God, the nuggets taste better when they're shaped like dinosaurs, bruh. On God. If you eat boneless wings, you a bitch, respectfully. Bro. You want to eat shit with bones in it so bad. Like, why do you want to struggle when there's an option not to struggle for the same fucking price? This is crazy. Ah, damn. I'm 16 and still eat that shit. You mean the real shit? Yeah, like bone. I'm saying, crazy. Boneless wings are just pop. And what? And what if they're just popcorn chicken? What's wrong with popcorn chicken? What? Not the same flavor. Bone got more flavor. And that's fine. I'm just saying, sometimes I don't want to deal with all the bones and shit. Just give me the boneless wings. Most of the time, actually. I ain't gonna lie.
James, I want.
And his parents confirmed.
I want curly fries.
So
I want hot dogs.
his parents confirmed that he's never ate a salad his whole life since he was a kid.
It was like, because I've actually been like, I've had very bad stress problems a lot. Like the point, and like my policy is that, what do I do when I'm scared? What do I do when I'm anxious? What do I do when anything I'm upset, I'm sad? It's very simple. I fucking ignore it and I keep going no matter what. But I was worried that it was that it's killing me, and I'm concerned that it might be.
What type of streamer is Asmongold, chat? Do y'all know? Is he like a gamer? Or is he like
and so I've had to dial back a lot of the stress.
Political ass streamer.
And so I've had to deal with this, and like my blood pressure was in like the 170.
How high is that? Was high? I don't know. So you teach me.
It's systolic and diastolic is supposed to be like someone normal would be like
that's
80 over 120.
Okay.
170. Now I'm good.
Do you know what you're at risk for? Like,
oh, you're at risk for like aneurysm, like that's when your blood vessels, they just burst in your head.
Okay.
The high blood pressure, they call it a silent killer.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Basically, high blood pressure is that it says it itself. Your pressure in your blood, in your veins and arteries and everything is too high. Think about it like you have a hose and the pressure is too high. You can't plug a garden hose on a city fire hydrant because the pressure is too high. You're gonna burst that
hose.
You're gonna burst that hose.
Man, that is a good metaphor.
And then so that's what happens. So you have the pressure of a fire hydrant, but you have the blood vessels of a garden hose. So your shit might rupture anytime. So the pump that's pumping all that blood in your body, which is the heart, it's hard for your heart to contain all that pressure. So that could be a problem with your heart. It could create heart problems. It create vessel problems. It create headaches and stuff like that. When you have headaches, it's because all the blood is so tight in your veins and stuff like that. So that there's you're at risk of a lot of things.
It was really, really bad because of how stressed out I've been. And so that's why I haven't been streaming as much for like a number of days. 1 day, 7 days. So I just had a nosebleed. And so I thought to myself, oh my God, because that's an indicator of a stroke or like a heart attack. And so that's why I went downstairs to take my blood pressure in to make sure that I was okay. And I checked my nose and I found I was just picking at my nose the wrong way. And it seems like I'm the wrong way. And it seems like I'm.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, chat. There was a period in my life not too long ago where I was getting nosebleeds on the regular. Nosebleeds on the regular. I legitimately thought like something was wrong with me. I gotta check though. Essentially, there's like essentially I was picking on my nose too much. I don't know. I don't even think I picked my nose that much. But essentially like a wound opens up in the back and just opens up every now and then. Ever since I've been more mindful of it, put Vaseline in there, that should stop. But bro, I thought there was something wrong with me for real, bro.
Yeah, c'est un cochon. C'est un cochon marron.
Okay.
Cochon malade, va.
Okay.
Et c'est pas la haute pression.
I had to.
Je fouille dans mon narine et de la mauvaise façon. Coupe ton ongle. T'es fucked up, G. T'es un bon fucked up, toi.
Okay.
Cochon sale, salope, va et paille, va nu-pied, chien d'homme. Oh, je ne fouillais pas dans mon nez de la... Va y chercher un mouchoir, bah on fout.
Don't
He's cooking, chat. He's cooking.
translate that last part where he was kind of going crazy.
So that's the reason why. And I've been exercising every day now. And I've changed what I was eating too.
No, I did cool, bro.
Already.
I did.
And I'm probably going to have to schedule an appointment with my doctor about this to make sure that I'm okay. Because it was really weird that I had like that feeling. That's heart attack level. Yeah, it is. But I just checked it. It's not anywhere near that. It's like 135, which is like, that's not great, but it's not also, like worrisome, right? 135 is still high. Panic attack. Yeah. Cardio will help for this. Yeah. And that's exactly what I've been doing. And so that's the reason actually why I've been doing shorter streams. I don't really want to talk about it a lot.
And mind you, his shorter streams is still probably like 5 hours, y'all.
I don't like to talk about that kind of stuff because it just, I think it invites a lot of like parasocial stuff. But, you know, since I've had to end stream early a few days and like, it's still fucking with my head. Like oh God. Oh, Jesus. Yeah. And so that's really it. You start eating healthier. It's catching up to you, bro. I think it's honestly stress more than anything else. Like it's really
about?
just stress.
All right.
Well, no. And this is where you have to talk about it on stream, okay? And there's a very particular reason.
What is he mad?
I don't think you've been endorsing it or trying to tell the people to do it, but you've been very open about sharing about how degenerate your life is, okay? And I've been very supportive. If you want to share your degeneracy, go ahead. That's your business. That's fine. But when there's potentially very negative impacts of that degeneracy, you have to showcase that too. All right? You cannot just showcase the fun and like, I get the free time. That's irresponsible. I don't think you have to play some kind of role model, but at the end of the day, when you are sharing your lifestyle and these things, you are inherently promoting it. You are sharing the things that you're doing with the world. And I think if you're going to do that, don't stop halfway. Either do it properly or don't do it at all. Okay? Because then you're
Is that true though? I mean, I guess his point is about degeneracy specifically. So, I mean, what's some degenerate shit? Gambling? If you only showed your wins, that would be problematic. I ain't gonna lie. If you only showed your wins, come on, bruh. You selling a lie. You selling a lie. Yeah. Nah. I agree.
essentially telling your viewers, like, or you're setting the example for your viewers that, like, listen, if you do the things I do, like, you never know. Even if you say things otherwise, just the way you live every day, that's going to play a part. I think it's good to have this conversation, and I think your audience is right. Your diet definitely plays. Anybody who eats disgusting foods knows that when they stop eating disgusting foods and they eat better shit, you feel clearer. Your memory is better. Energy levels are better. You're seeing your stress.
Yeah.
Your stress is not just a mental.
Bro, even in these last 2 days, because I told y'all earlier, like, the streak was lost for 3 days, right? The streak was lost for 3 days. But over these last 2 days, I just haven't been eating as much. I've been eating more like, not raw, but, because that White Swap episode was crazy. But more organic shit, not as much processed shit. Like, I genuinely feel like I have more energy. But the caveat to that, though, is, bro, once you get in the hole, it's so hard to get out, bro. Pause. No diddy. Like, I've always said this about, like, fat people and trying to, really work on your health. It's very, very easy to just say, hey, all you got to do is go on a caloric deficit. Very, very easy. But to actually execute on that, as a fat person who have built the habits that you built, is extremely hard. Extremely hard. You know what I'm saying? And it takes a lot of discipline and, like, willpower to just say, no, you are not eating that cookie. Even though typically you do, you're not eating that cookie. You know what I'm saying? So, and with Asmongold, it's probably the same thing. It's probably the same thing, bro. Like, he doesn't look fat, but clearly he's built habits. But they're habits, like breaking habits, shit that you habitually do, is like, that's hard. That's inherently hard. I feel you, but a dead dude, it'd be as simple as stop drinking soda and juice, switch to diet soda and water. You can do shit gradually, and I do think that's probably the way motherfuckers should go, instead of like going cold turkey, going into a diet, so that like your body doesn't get shocked. But yeah, man.
Response to situations. It's also a physiological response to the things that you eat. To think that your body's not catching up to you. Listen, black people are the perfect example. How many niggas do I know who throughout their whole teen years and their early adult life were eating nothing but McDonald's and soda every day. Now there's reasons for that, but still, they did, and they were always in shape. They were some of the best athletes, and guess what happens?
30 happens.
And what happens at 30?
Your metabolism stops. Well, it doesn't stop, it slows down.
So these guys with God-given genetics, where they could eat anything under the sun and they would never get fat, they'd have six-pack abs. They hit 30, their bodies change like this. They age super fast. They start having heart attacks. How many black people do I know who have had heart attacks before the age of 45? Why? High blood pressure, poor dietary choices, all these different things, diabetes that they've inherited or they've gained themselves. These food choices are going to fuck anybody up. There is nobody that's immune. We just convince ourselves we are because, you know, you've stayed skinny for a long time and you've made it work. It's going to catch up with you, and it's catching up with you right now, and you're in denial. You're a bit in denial. Now, I haven't seen the whole video, so it might change. But I'm saying this, I've seen it from so many guys who look fine, who walk around and they drop dead from a fucking heart attack before the age of 45. Why? Because they wanted sodas every day.
Like it's really just stress, and it's a lack of exercise. And so I'm going to exercise and stress out and try to be stressed out less. Like, cause it was weird that stress is an insidious killer. I know it could be hypertension. It is. Yeah. And so, that's been the position that I've been in. And, yeah, I've been trying to just be on and, you know, stream as much as I can and everything. And, you know, say, fuck it.
Souls just came. What did I miss?
It's fine. But, I don't want to kill myself, right? Which is weird, right? Because like I've tried very hard to like kind of move away from like being afraid of like dying and like all that stuff. But man, that day I realized that like, holy fuck, like I was scared, man. I really was.
You know, this is the thing I hear from people that I meet online all the time who very casually talk about death and how they're like fine with it. And I question these people. Because I'm like, I don't know what you've been through in your life, so I don't want to speak too confidently. But the more you speak, the more I feel like you don't really have much of a relationship with death. People are so flippant about it. Oh, you know this, and then they come to the terms where like,
yeah, that's me right now. I've been candid with y'all about that chat. Like, again, knock on wood, but I've been fortunate enough to not deal with death a lot in my life. Primarily because a lot of the people that I'd be close with are in a whole different country. So over these last 15 years, I'm not really close to them. So when I get the message, oh, I passed away, I'm like, I literally don't feel any connection. But yeah, nah. Listen. I don't even know.
Accident or they get robbed at one point, and you see how much they fight to live.
Yeah,
they fight to live.
You say you don't care about death until you poo-poo-soo.
What does that mean?
You shit your pants. You dookie on yourself.
Bro.
You super daddy your pantaloons. Yeah, when that shit happens, hey, all that cute thing, all that cute shit you was talking about, I ain't never scared. Yeah, okay. And then that shit happened. It hits you real quick. Oh my god, we almost, yeah.
Yo, even like almost car accidents, chat. Boy, Jesus Christ. That's why I told y'all, man. The most dangerous thing we all do on a regular basis is drive a car, bro. I ain't gonna lie, man. Those I almost hit that car, man. I'll be slowing down the next 10 minutes, man. For real. I'm like, oh, let me gather myself first.
If you've never watched someone pass on, you really shouldn't speak on this.
I ordered protein bars, and you know we're drinking water now in between soda, and we've got to make some improvements. And
he's doing it gradually.
We've got to make some improvements.
Well, listen, it's improvements.
It is.
Okay? Nobody just goes from just eating trash. So water, protein bars, cool. I support it.
That's it. And so that's where we're at. That's pretty much about it. So I don't want to talk about it a whole lot more or anything like that. It's whatever. Open a Gatorade. I actually did get Gatorade. I got Gatorade as well.
Are they Gatorade
there we go.
Zeros?
And yeah, I'm gonna change my diet and eat a little bit differently because I don't want to have.
In your mind, that the healthy option is Gatorade. Your parents have failed you miserably, but all throughout your adult life, you failed as well.
To me, this is no less sad than when I see a morbidly obese person just eating away their life, getting really excited because they see a new box of Twinkies. I know people laugh at these people. I literally just feel sad. That's what I think when I see this. You know when you see those kids that are fat.
His profession isn't helping too, bro. And I ain't gonna lie, man. This is one thing I truly do think is problematic about Twitch, and because he is a Twitch streamer. How not only the company but the algorithm and how they set up the app has enabled extremely unhealthy lifestyles. And what I mean by that is, yo, when I started streaming on Twitch, bro, and I heard motherfuckers are streaming 5, 6, 7 hours on the regular. When I heard Hassan talking about, yeah, I stream 10 hours a day, like, I literally could not grasp that in my head. Now, I understand they're only at a desk most of the time. They're chilling with chat, playing games, all of these different things, bro. But I truly do hate. It's gotten better over these last 2 to 3 years because the meta has been shorter streams where you do a lot in that time span and then you move on to the next stream. But that time period, chat, where it was normal for motherfuckers to wake up, boot up a stream, whole day they're on stream for, 8, 9 hours. That shit was, I didn't know how Twitch, like, how that became a thing on Twitch. No cap, that's people's faults. Is it? Because I feel like shit like that is incentivized by Twitch because of their ad system, how much money you make the longer you stream, how it enables parasocial relationships specifically on Twitch, and all of these different things. Like, I couldn't grasp that for the longest, and I still can't, bro. I cannot imagine, chat, and I love y'all. Actually, no parasocial shit. I fuck with y'all. Don't love y'all. I cannot imagine streaming 8 hours a day, bro. I'm sorry. I can't imagine streaming 5, 6 hours a day. Like, y'all gonna get 3 to 4 out of me. Pause. And that's it, bro. It is your fault as a creator to mass upload to maximize an algorithm or ad services. It is your fault as a creator to maximize hours to conform to a system you opt to participate in. Nah, I mean, I agree. There is a accountability on both fronts, but ultimately what I'm saying is the fact that how that culture existed on Twitch, like, I just could not grasp how, this is, like, for a lot of y'all, this is just what Twitch streamers do. We stream for 6, 7 hours a day. And I'm like, mind you, I'm coming from YouTube streaming. I'm coming from doing podcasts on YouTube where, hey, motherfuckers pop in a 3-hour pod, a 3-hour live stream, which is what we do, is crazy. Now, mind you, in that 3-hour podcast, I'm sharing the mic with 3 other people, and that shit is tiring. But for y'all to sit in front of a computer for 7 hours straight on the regular and do what y'all do, bro, like, I couldn't grasp that, bro. I could not grasp that.
Before 7, this is no different. And listen, I'm not going to talk about nobody's parenting. It is what it is. That's your life. It is fucking sad. I don't care what nobody says, but people got diabetes before they're even 19 because their parents fed them trash. When you've been set on this road and then you've kept that road, like, yes, you have some mentality. I just think all of it is sad, okay? And if you guys are watching at home, take control of your lives. Being obese fucking sucks, okay? Take it from somebody who's lost a good 55 pounds already, okay?
Yeah.
It is fucking trash. It is, I don't care what nobody says.
That's why I'm not necessarily pro fat shaming, I guess. But ultimately, like, being fat is nothing to be glorified. Like, I'm being so serious. Being fat is nothing to be glorified. So, until I am not fat, let the fat jokes fly to me. Like, it's not really something I can change overnight anyway. So, it's like, all right, it's just me. I'm fucking fat right now. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, there is nothing to glorify about being fat.
I love, yo, there's no way, okay? Having to fucking struggle to get out of toilet seats and all that
Outside
shit,
of
bro,
W
that shit
hugs.
sucks, okay? And being so skinny, I've been so thin before that I had a lung collapse, okay? And if you don't know what that's like, I pray you never find out. Okay, when you are gasping for air and it is difficult to breathe and that's hours long, okay, I hope none of you ever experience that.
It's like if you're running around the block and then you try to breathe through a straw.
No, I'll explain exactly what it's like. Try to take a breath, and I chop your neck right every time you even start taking a breath. Every breath is like that. It is.
Damn.
Breathing is so innate in us, you can't even imagine what it's like to not be able to breathe. So, and that's for hours.
Damn.
Is crazy.
And that's the worst thing you could do in that moment, because if you panic, you raise your heart rate like crazy.
And you need more oxygen.
And then you need more oxygen, right? So I had to literally sit there and be
Bro,
like,
what the fuck?
I had to literally mentally tell myself to calm down just to make it through. It is a frightening thing. And if you don't believe me, this can happen. It's called spontaneous pneumothorax. Okay? Now, this happens to people with certain conditions and people who are incredibly thin. They don't know the reason why, but it just does. Okay? Don't do what I do. Go to the hospital right away. Okay? I'm a fucking retard. Absolutely. Learn from me. Do not do what I do. Okay? Because it could end and ends terribly for a lot of people. So
Have to go on medication. I think that the first thing, you know, people that go on medication die. In my opinion, like I think that like there's all these times like I know people that are like younger than me and they have 5 different medications. That's terrifying, absolutely fucking terrifying. And so I want to do whatever I can to like be able to like you know, overcome it physically.
But at some point, I get the whole I'm gonna try to do it on my own thing. At some point, you do need professional help, gang. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like there shouldn't be a stigma on going under meds when you truly need it. When you truly need it. You know what I'm saying? And that's something I have to come to grips to with my weight loss journey, depending on how this next physical goes with my doctor, is like, bro, maybe I do need professional help when it comes to this shit. And just anyone in general, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's anxiety, whether you got like panic attacks or whatever. Like, I understand. I don't think anyone, if given a choice, wants to go on medication. But at some point, bro, you have to. And you shouldn't have shame in needing to go on the medication when you have to, bro.
Myself, I think that the human body is made to last. It's made to endure. And I'm 34, right? And so, like, it's going to be a while, right? You know, I've been alive for a while, and a lot of my friends have already had a lot of issues. And so, you know, I think it's the stress, and I've been, like, not getting a lot of sleep in a lot of days, too, with, like, anxiety.
I can speak to this personally. People talk about stress, anxiety. Your food's part of that equation.
Facts.
There's no way around it.
Facts.
You will feel a complete 9-day difference if you spend 2 weeks eating cleanly. It takes some time for your body to kind of get over the sugar highs and lows and all that other shit. But a lot of your lack of sleep, a lot of this stuff, a lot of it's just linked to diet too. Choices, sure, gaming on a chair every day, not the greatest, no cardio, horrible for your health, right? All these things are factors. You know, it's almost cyclical too. You don't feel good about yourself. So what do? You run to foods that are bad for you. Then they give you a temporary high, but then they make you feel miserable in the long run. And then because they make you feel miserable in the long run, you put in less effort. You walk outside less because you feel bad about how you look. Then you don't eat good foods because you don't want to go take the time to go get the groceries to go do that good shit.
Cycle,
and you're doing all these things that are cyclical and they make it worse.
And then you stress about it, and then you don't sleep, and then blah, 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 blah. It goes all over again.
All over again. And you got to break that cycle. But I'm telling you guys, a large part of it does start with your diet. It does start with your food, and it does start with physical exercise. And physical exercise is not even working out. Some of you guys, the best thing you could do is take walks, and long walks. Walk for an hour, okay? It's one of the lowest impact things you can do. It doesn't necessitate you go to get a gym membership, but I'm telling you, if you guys walk consistently and you got like 15,000 steps, a lot of you would be doing wonders for your cardiovascular system, for your mental health, for your physical health. Walking is one of the biggest keys to a lot of this stuff, but we live such sedentary lifestyles because we live in cities that don't have the ability to walk. We live in cities where you need a car for everything, all this other stuff. So, and he's a person who spends hours gaming.
Bro, that shit is annoying, man. I ain't gonna lie. There's one thing I really do want change in America when it comes to like the architecture and shit, bro. Yo, we need more walkable cities, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, even when I'm lucky enough to live in a complex where there is a little bit of walkability. But if I want to go on long walks, bro, the sidewalk is not like it. That shit literally cuts off at some point, bro. That shit literally cuts off at some point. Like, there is just a strip of fucking road that has no sidewalk. Like, what the fuck, bro? Like, nah, bro. There's actually a lot of videos on how bad the walkability is in specifically like suburban United States, bro. And it's really bad. Like, it's really bad.
Or just sitting at his computer desk, that's horrible for you. So if you don't compensate with a lot of walking or whatever it is, you're definitely going to feel that. No thoughts?
The denial is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That too, and the walkable cities are expensive. I think in terms of walkability, New York is 1. I think Boston is literally 2, chat. And if we look at the highest rent prices in America, they're the walkable cities. Like, come on, bruh.
This is a mental illness to me. That state is a mental illness to me. Eating that way, it's a mental illness.
What do you mean mental illness?
Because it comes with denial. It comes with you still indulge in that with all the known facts that we know about food. With everything that we know about food, that's what you decide to do. With all the knowledge that we have, like, it's a known fact. What's healthy, what's not. You're living off of beef jerky every day. You don't want to be. That's mental issues. No, I'm doing fine. You're being stressed. All this time that you were saying that you were fine and you were just good and you were not depressed and this and that, come to find out, you're stressed. You're not doing well with your life.
I think certain people need a wake-up call, though. Like, something, that sounds fucked up, but sometimes, bro, the biggest points of change in your life is when something crazy happens that really opens your fucking eyes. Essentially whatchamacallit, they mentioned it earlier. Like, death ain't serious until it really, like, creeps up on you. I feel like a lot of people have this moment in their life where they're just like, okay, this is the moment where shit really needs to change. Because there's a point, there's a crossroad where I go left or I go right. Like, I'm right there, bro. There ain't no tomorrow. Like, if I go down this path tomorrow, I'm taking a left or I'm taking a right, bro. Like, nah.
Life. You're not sleeping well. If it's not mental is maybe pushing it, but that's an illness right there.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. That's what it is. And so there you go. And streaming stressful. I want to make you guys understand this. Okay. This is the least stressful part of my day. I love streaming. I love doing it. It's not your fault. It has nothing to do with the stream.
Yeah,
obviously, chatters can be annoying. Of course. But that's not the real reason, okay, guys? It's really not. I wish it was the reason because it would make it so fucking easy to solve. I would just...
Let me see, bro, because I really need to look this up. Now I got a pocket watch, bro. Watch. Okay. An average stream for him is 6 hours. Yeah, no, that's not good. That is not good. I'm looking at these recent streams too, chat. Mind you, this is from June though, but this is when a lot. I don't know if he streams on YouTube now, or whatever. I'm just looking at what Twitch Tracker can provide me. But yo, look at these hours. 13 hours. Okay, 5. Okay, 5. 8.5, 10, 8.5, 8.5, 9.5, 7. 7.5, 9.5. Like, bro, to say that the streams don't have a part in why you're living this way, that is baloney. That is baloney.
Stream less. So yeah. That's so good to hear that. Yeah, no, I'm okay. And so I just want to let you guys know. And I've already been making improvements for a few days, and I've already seen a tremendous decline in like those like high spike blood pressure stuff. And you know, like going down today, like just a few minutes ago, it was lower than it pretty much ever has been. And that was like in the middle of my stream, in the middle of discussing all of this stuff, right? And so I do think that I've already made a tremendous amount of improvement, and I hope that I keep making more improvements, and that's what I'm going to keep trying to do. Yeah, so that's about it. I think it's sugar in a soda. Yeah, I really don't want to have to stop drinking soda. I really love soda, but
What?
I probably will have to cut back on it. I will.
I think the very least you can do is at least drink like the Diet Zero version. Like that's the least you can do. I ain't gonna lie. If you're gonna not cut off soda, and I understand it's not the healthy variant technically speaking, but at least get the one with zero sugar in there, bro. But if you really can, and he really should work towards this, bro, cut the soda out, man. Cut the soda out. What the fuck just happened? Yeah, cut the soda out, man. Cause I did that shit a couple years ago, chat. I don't even know when. I'm just like, all right, I'm drinking water. Well, I do drink alcohol, but I drink water. If I'm gonna drink not soda, I'm drinking juice, which I understand is not still the most completely healthy thing in the world. I understand that. Gatorade Zeros and things of that nature. Once you stop drinking soda, bro, and you drink soda again, it legitimately like hurts to drink soda. Oh my god. Like I'm talking about if I drink soda right now, bro, like does it burn your throat? I want to say it burns my throat, but I get like the craziest hiccups. Like I'm about to like, nah, bro. I get the craziest hiccup, bro. Like, I can't.
at least until I can get the stress in my life down, right?
I'm not trying to be mean. I'm really not trying to be. But I'm pissed off when I see shit like that. And the way you take your life and you don't really take it seriously and shit. And the denial just... I would really wish you the best. I hope you get better. I hope you can find it for you to eat better and see what you're doing that is unhealthy and stuff like that.
That's what I'm saying. Why does that piss you off?
Maybe piss me off is a strong word, but it's just the fact that it's as if like I'm listening.
It felt personal. That's why I'm asking.
Oh, it's not. It's just whenever he talks, he's talking to the grand public and saying it's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's not this. It's not that. Well, you know, I don't. There's no problem with that. After a certain amount, I don't get dirty anymore. It's okay. Just drinking this much sugar, drinking this much. It's okay. The diminishing of the actions is what gets to me. There's a lot of kids that are watching you. There's a lot of people that are watching you and telling you, like, you're broadcasting it. You're not saying, yeah, kids, do exactly what I'm doing. But just the fact that you're diminishing the aspects of all of that shit, whether it's not taking your shit, not showering, not having a well-balanced life, and just diminishing the effect of being a fucking shipwreck is what pisses me off. I'm like, what are you doing? You're lying to someone. It's either me or it's either yourself.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, that lie, you're broadcasting that lie. So, but I really wish that you could
recover.
You recover. You better yourself.
I agree.
You seek help because help. It's sometimes it's gonna be hard to do this alone. Sometimes it's gonna feel very overwhelming, especially if you haven't ate a salad in your life.
If you're in denial. Some people think they can do everything by themselves. I see people who run businesses like this, and people think they can run their health like that, and you can't. You've shown it. You can't manage the way you eat. You can't manage your sugar levels, and you've just kind of neglected all these things because you think you're fine, but you don't have the aptitudes or the knowledge to really be able to say that.
Yeah.
You're convinced yourself that, oh, you know, it hasn't really had. No, you've been building up the negative effects, and then one day you're going to do a full blood test. They're going to run through all your. You should do that. Go do a full blood test. Let them look at your hormone levels. Let them look at everything, and you're going to see that a lot of stuff is not in the good ranges. I promise you. You cannot have a bad diet for this long, and your blood work is going to come back good. And what those markers are going to say is you're at risk for a lot of different diseases, and you've heightened those risks. Now, maybe you're okay with that. Maybe you're willing to say, I'm willing to risk death for these things. But it doesn't sound like it. Because once you were faced with death, what did you say? I was afraid. I'm making changes. Go take the blood work. Go do all that stuff. You can afford it. Go do it and find out what the fuck.
He's probably whatchamacallit, scared to take that shit too. That's probably a part of it too. Like to come to the realization to go to the hospital and actually get objective blood work done, and for it to come back like with some crazy results, like that is a fear that I even have to a certain degree. You know what I'm saying? So
What is going on with you? And I say this again, not to be lecture or anything like that. I've just seen too many people around me die young for unnecessary reasons. I had to make those changes myself. Okay, during the pandemic, wasn't good for me. I couldn't go dancing. I couldn't do any of my physical activities. Wasn't going outside, and it fucked me up physically and mentally. Okay, started changing the way I eat. Started changing the way I lived, and I've dropped all the weight. That's fine. Looking better, that's fine. But it's actually feeling better, feeling more energy, wanting to go do things, wanting to be motivated, sleeping well every night. It's been life-changing. So I want that for you guys as well. I want you guys to live and be there for your loved ones and for your loved.
hey man, listen. W. Abba Preach for their advice. Asmon. I ain't gonna lie, you got some crazy health problems. I hope you get better. Like that's the only thing I could really say. But I think that ultimately starts with accountability and acknowledging that there's a problem. You made some steps in that direction, so net positive after all of this. But nah, you gotta come into a better realization of what your situation is, man.